conversation that we'll have tonight. So we invite you to actually, so if you're in the back, you're going to hate me. Can you come forward? We are family, and we want to make sure that we are connected as we have this dialogue. So if you're towards the back, come a little bit closer. And then once you're seated, well, I guess I want to ask a question. How has your World Mental Health Day been? I can't hear you. Pretty good. So has anybody tried a new thing today? We launched our social media campaign. I tried a new thing today. Has anybody tried something new for their mental health? Just in general, anything. You took a nap. Wonderful. Amazing. It is. So we are going to get started, but we want you to sit back. We want you to be reflective, be engaged, ask questions. This is a healing conversation, and one that we know that you'll be transformed by as we conclude our time today. So we're going to open our program tonight with a spoken word piece. And this will help us to set the tone. Again, remembering it's World Mental Health Day, we want to be reflective about the things that are concerning our mental health. And so we know that there are various ways to express that. And poetry, dance, spoken word, all of those are ways that we heal. So if you would please join me in welcoming our first performer.
How y'all doing?
Amazing.
Y'all all right? My name is Red. I represent the NPPCA, New Pyramid Productions College Association, and I'm the secretary. And tonight I'm going to be spitting you a spoken word. It doesn't really have a title, but it's something that maybe y'all can relate to. Ain't too many people that you know is about the business. Surrounded by the blinds that binds the people that I chill with. They minds was contorted without the importance of performance, with every fleeting moment feeling just like a blink. It's overcoming me. It might be running me. I'm trying to be patient. I feel the time slipping under feet. Well, I just lost my mind again. I've been failing all semester since our hospital trip. My lungs been failing me. I broke up with my man again. Feel my wrist get itch. I might just drop my friends and win. Can't even chill up in my crib because I feel my mama switch. She say, "Girl, I know I raised you better than this. I feel you peddling, sis. I know you're hurting, but I also know you valiant, sis. Baby girl, you tripping. We got bills among your siblings. I exclaim in pain when I open mail about business. I know you better witness, ain't no winning if you spineless, and if you ain't in college, your Dougie Fresh gonna end up mindless." I say, damn. I still feel like crap, but now I'm feeling bittersweet, because I'm feeling bad because I feel bad I shouldn't have mentioned it. I be trying to be all the words that you say, all the games I used to play, I buried grade because of your say. I tried to build me how you was built and wonder why the parts didn't match, so replace the snaps with claps and switch tonight today. Thank you.
Thank you for that. So tonight's conversation, we've invited a very special guest. We have with us this evening Jael the Great. um, so Jael is all things motivational, all things inspiring, encouraging, uplifting, and that's what today has been all about. World Mental Health Day is about, as I mentioned earlier, not about mental illness, because we are working to be healthier and coping and preventative of mental illness. And so having you here this evening, Jael, is a gift for us, and we look forward to what you're going to share with us about being our best selves, about finding our purpose, and about how the ways in which we do that help us to persevere through any challenge. And so we are excited to hear more from you. I am going to let you take it away. I told her she doesn't need me up here on the stage, so I am engaged in this dialogue with you as of here for support, but we're going to let you take it away. And if you would join me in welcoming, give her a hand.
All right. So, um, hey, Wiley. I'm so excited to be here. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and then I'll get into it. So, I am an absolute lover of life. I live my life on purpose and in purpose, right? Because I learned through trial and error that that's the best place for me to be, right? So I'm an actress, y'all. So y'all can like watch some of my stuff on like Amazon Prime. You could just Google me. But I'm an actress. I'm a professor at Spelman College where I teach public speaking, and I absolutely love my students. So I have a heart for students. Like I automatically love you all, and you all are automatically my little brothers and my little sisters, and I want the best for you, right? So that's why I'm here, because I want to make sure that I give you some tools and some gems that I got in my life to help me become Jael the Great, okay? Because all of you were born with an amazing destiny and an amazing purpose, right? You're not here just by osmosis. It's you. God wasn't like, she's here. I didn't even know she was going to be here, right? It's purpose in everything, right? Nothing is wasted. So even you being at Wiley, whether you wanted to be here or not, you are here, right? And that's a blessing. So you have an opportunity each and every day to make great choices and to make this 4 years of your life some of the best 4 years ever, right? It's a choice. Everything in life is a choice. So I act, I direct, I produce. I have a TV show coming out that I wrote, I'm starring in, that's coming out on Hulu or Netflix. You'll know once it's out, because I'm going to keep in contact with y'all. I'm an author. I have a book out called Loving Your Daughter to Greatness. And I'm a public speaker and a life coach. So I am here doing what God has called and created me to do and to be. But everything I'm doing, y'all, is not what I thought I would be doing. So I moved to Atlanta to go to law school at Emory. And God was like, that's cute, but I have so much more for you to do. So be okay with things switching up in your life. Because you may have, has anybody ever planned their life to go one way and it's gone a different way? Raise your hand very high. So look around so you can know you're not alone. Literally almost everybody's hand is raised. Okay, so welcome to the club of the switch up. Okay, because won't you switch it up? But it's beauty in the switch up. What I learned to do is make the best of every situation. That's one way I take care of my mental health. If I plan something, my loves, and it did not work out as I planned, I'm okay with the switch up. Because it doesn't serve me for the plan to change, right? The plan has changed, right? Because most of y'all have raised your hand because something has switched up in your life, right? So you are now in a space that perhaps maybe you thought you weren't going to be in, but you're there, right? Wherever that is in your life. So to get through with that mentally and with a great mindset is to say, okay, all right, so I'm here. What am I going to do with the situation I'm in? I was a single mother, y'all. When I was in college, I was a mother. My father is a pastor. That wasn't the plan for my life. You feel me? I grew up with my dad as a pastor. Does anybody's dad in here a pastor? Okay, so you know. Okay. So y'all know how the church, you're the pastor's daughter. Y'all know, right? They always say the PK kids are the hot messes. But it's not that. It's just that we do the same things everybody else does, but because we do it, it's a big deal, right? So anyway, when I was a mother when I was in college. That was not my plan. Oh, my God, my baby's father was a hot mess. We're cool now, okay? But he was a hot mess. So that wasn't my plan, but I decided to make, what do they say, make lemons from lemonade, right? When you get lemons, do lemonade. So I've made my life like a strawberry lemonade margarita, okay? My life is fabulous. You hear me? Fabulous. But it's fabulous because even though it switched up, I made a decision, my loves, to make the best out of my situation. So I went on to college, graduated, got other degrees, and y'all know I told you everything I'm doing now, acting, writing, speaking, shows coming out on Hulu, Netflix. So let me tell you, it doesn't matter where you are now. Starting today, you can make different choices. Do you know that? If you were a hot mess up until what time is it right now? 6:30, whatever. At 6:32, you can change. You can literally right now change your attitude and say, you know what, I'm going to have a better attitude about myself. Right? I'm starting today because Jael the Great was like, girl, okay, you know. You can literally change the trajectory of your life by making a decision. You make a decision to be great. You make a decision to say, you know what, I haven't been going to class and I haven't been doing right. Let me go to class and take advantage of this opportunity that I have to be in college. There are kids who would love to be in your shoes. Like, you may not think that, but there are children who for whatever reason are not able to go to school, y'all, and they wish they could be here. They wish they can be here getting educated. They wish they can be here with somebody speaking life into them. They wish they can be here in the presence of somebody that cares about them. But for whatever reason, they don't have that opportunity right now. So because you have that opportunity right now, I want you all to take full advantage of this opportunity being at Wiley College, okay? So let's talk about our mental health. And what I want to do, because this is intimate, which is beautiful, I'm here for you. So I want you to ask me questions. So is everybody in here, does everybody in here knows this is a safe space, right? Because what I don't want you to do is not get the information you need, because a closed mouth does not get fed. You cannot worry about what somebody else thinks about you, because first of all, who cares, right? If you need help and you're not going to raise your hand because you think somebody's going to say something about you, that's insane. Nobody's bad enough on this planet for me not to get what I need, okay? So I really want to open up this session for us to just talk. So if there is anything, any questions that you have, any concerns that you have about mental health, how to deal with breakups, love, relationships, sex, identity, whatever it is, that's what this space is for. This is World Mental Health Day, right? We take things one day at a time. So this is a day that has been opened up for you so we can come together and talk and dialogue and have some healing, because we all need it. There is nobody in this room that does not need to talk to somebody. Nobody, including me. You understand? So I want to get rid of any shame. I want to get rid of any fear, because you cannot be who you're supposed to be if you're operating in fear and you're operating in shame. Do y'all understand that? Do you know that you cannot be everything that you've been called to be if you care what people think about you? I don't care what anybody thinks about me. You hear me? Because what he thinks about me is not my business. Right? If he thinks something about me that I don't like, my bills are still going to get paid. You feel me? If he thinks about something about me that I don't like, I'm still going to sleep very well tonight. Right? If somebody doesn't like you or says something about you, nobody has room to talk about anybody. Right? Nobody has room to talk about anybody. So we can get rid of any type of shame, because all of us are going through something. Okay? So who's going to be the first person to set it off with the open dialogue? Yes. Good evening, sir. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is what I would say. So let's say you're the one who said to me, Jael, I really care about what my friends think about me, right? So I would ask you, if your friend thinks that you're not good enough, does that mean that that's true? Is it true? It's not, right? That's their opinion, which is the lowest form of anything, an opinion, right? It's an opinion. It's not based on facts. So the first thing I would say is, if you are trying to get to the point where I am, where I am people free, what I came to understand is There is nothing I can do about what anybody thinks about me. I can be the best, most beautiful, phenomenal person in the world. There is somebody that would not like me. Do you understand that? So I began to understand that. I began to understand that. I'm going to give you an example. We were just talking about Tyler Perry, whom I love. I've worked with him before. He's amazing. Tyler Perry has just built the largest studio in the world, right? Right. There are people who don't like what he does. Is that stopping him from building the biggest studio in the world? That's how I stop worrying about what somebody thought about me. Because your thoughts don't have power to change what I do unless I give you that power. And you're not bad enough for me to give you that power. It's nobody walking that earth that cold-blooded that what they think about you, which is their opinion of you, should matter to you to the point where you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So for me, and I'm telling you this now, let me explain something to you all, okay? I was sharing this with her. When I was 17 years old, I was driving in the car with my sister. She's a Virgo. I had to just say that because she's a Virgo. My sister's a Virgo. I was driving in the car with her. I'm 17 years old. My sister's driving. I'm on the passenger side. We stop at the stoplight. There's a beautiful man parked next to us in a BMW. He was older than me, of course, and I thought he was beautiful. And I said to my sister, I said, oh, my God, Chris. I was like, I would be so intimidated by him. My sister turned the car and was like, don't you ever be, looked me dead in my soul. She was like, don't you ever be intimidated by anybody, ever. I don't care what they drive, what they have. Nobody's better than you. Don't you ever be intimidated by anybody, ever. You hear me? Okay? Right? At that moment, when she said that to me, I took her words and I started living my life like that. Was that a choice that I made? Because she could have said that to me and I didn't pay attention to it, right? I'm helping you. It may not be making sense right now in the pink shirt, but I'm helping you. I made a decision when people told me positive things about myself, I chose to believe them. Because the same way somebody can say something negative and you believe it, they can say something positive and you believe it, right? So why would you not, if you can make a decision to choose what to believe, because it's a choice, right? If I say I don't like your hair, and tell me, how do you say your name again? Svetlina. Svetlina says, I love your hair. Which one are you going to choose to allow to go in your soul? I love your hair, I don't like your hair. I'm talking to you, baby. Right? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? But it's a choice. If I tell her I didn't like your poem, and she says to her, your poem was amazing, what she gets to choose what she accepts, right? So you choose, you are the author and the finisher and the creator of your story and your life. It's literally no one else's life but yours. You are the star of your own movie, right? So you get to choose who's the main cast, who's the extra. If somebody is not moving in your movie the way you think they should, it's your right to not believe that, right, and cut them out, right? Okay, does that make sense? Yes. You have another question? Okay. Okay. That says negative things to you, someone in your family? Why is it a different playing field? But, okay. Absolutely. So let me explain something to you. First of all, you're making it different. You're making family different than if she says it to you. Think about it. It's all mental. Hurt people hurt people. And that's not predicated upon family, non-family, friend, soror. Hurt people hurt people. And people cannot give you what they do not have. That is why we talk about the 4 agreements. One of the 4 agreements is do not take anything personally. Your mother let me listen to me, my loves. Everyone that births a child is not a mother. And it's just true. I know we've been taught to believe, and y'all are going to learn this. A lot of stuff y'all been taught to believe is not true. Just because somebody births you does not mean they have the capacity to raise you properly. It's true. Their purpose might have been for you to get here. You understand me? So if you're giving them that power over you and I understand what you're saying, right? But I've lived a little longer than you. So my mother may speak a whole different love language than I speak. Let me give you, okay? My mother could have been raised in a home where nobody said I love you, nobody affirmed her, nobody hugged her. So she might not know how to do that because she didn't get that. That's not personal against me as a daughter. She doesn't have the capacity for that because she doesn't have that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I'm getting upset and I'm hurt and I'm taking it personally that my mother does not give me what I believe I need, people cannot give you what they don't have. So just because somebody may have raised you and spoke and said negative things to you, it still does not make it true. Just because it's your mother or your father or your sibling, the truth is truth and lies are lies. It doesn't matter whose mouth it comes out of. Do you understand? I understand that it could be more difficult at your age if somebody you care about says something, negative about you, but listen to me, because again, this is your world. When you were being formed in your mother's womb, God was creating you for your purpose and your destiny. And he needs you to believe in yourself. And he needs you to be great. He needs you to understand that you have a destiny. And if you allow the words of the broken to keep you from your purpose, you're allowing the words of the broken to keep you from your purpose. It doesn't matter who the words come from. Okay? Did that help? Okay. Awesome. Okay, who else? I'm here for you. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay. So you have to prioritize. What's your goal being here at Wiley? What's the goal? Because you got to know that. Your goal, you are here to graduate. So let's start there, right? So we're here to graduate, right? That's the goal. Is the goal to I'm just going to whatever. Is the goal to get high every day? Is the goal to become a college parent, a parent in college? You didn't come here for that, right? Is the goal to So first of all, you got to focus on your goal, my love. And your goal is to graduate. It's only 4 years unless you continue on, right? But right now, we're talking about right now. You got 4 years, which fly by so fast. So your focus right now is to graduate. If your focus is to graduate with honors, then your focus is to graduate with honors. So that means if this is my goal and I know I'm here at Wiley to graduate with honors or whatever, or to graduate, that means I need to be making sure my grades are good and that my behind is in class, right? I'm not saying that when you come to college you don't meet your soulmate, because some people do. Most of the time they don't. These relationships are temporary. I'm telling you what I know, okay? So your goal is not to fall in love. If that happens, that's great. You understand? But that's not your goal. Your goal is to graduate. So when things start coming that are anti-goal, you gotta go back to my priority. That's how you keep your mental in check, right? Because you're like, okay, let me focus on my goal because I'm tripping, I'm focusing on all this other stuff, and that's not a part of my goal. My goal is to graduate. I'm only here for 4 years. Okay, so when I was in college, I was a mother, I was a cheerleader, I was Miss Sophomore, you understand? I was on the whatever, serving on different things. But at the end of the day, I knew my goal was to graduate. So if something outside of that was getting in my way and keeping me from my goal, I might have had to let something go. You understand? And that's okay. Because right now, my love, your goal is to graduate. I want you to enjoy this experience because you should. Have fun. Be a part of different organizations. Go out, have fun. Do what you do at your age. But make sure your priority is to graduate. And I feel like, to me, when you have that in mind, that's going to help you stay focused and not be so focused on things that don't even matter. Friends are temporary, period. Friends are temporary. Some of the girls I hung with my freshman year, I didn't hang with my sophomore year. The girls I hung up with my sophomore year, junior year, I don't even know, okay? Senior year, I didn't care anymore. I was trying to graduate. So that wasn't my goal. I got to be besties for the rest of my life. That might not happen. If it does, that's cool. But if it's taken away from what I'm here to do, I got to make some choices.
Can I
Yes,
interject just
absolutely.
a bit? Some of what I'm hearing is that it's truly important to kind of pull in our thoughts. So you talked earlier, Cedric, you mentioned how do you get to this point where as a college student, even though we know we want to be where you are today, we're stuck in the struggle. And I heard you say that there are people who have opinions about us, but there aren't any person's opinions who are more important than the other. And that's a mental shift.
Yeah,
you have to,
definitely.
Because family, we tend to think of family as most important. And community is important, but a lot of times for people, I'll use the example of people who identify as LGBTQ. Those people, sometimes their family are the people who say that, who reject them,
Right.
who maybe say things that aren't so loving, and oftentimes those people are stressed, overwhelmed, depressed, anxious, regardless of what we think about persons who identify that way, and they have to make a choice, as you've been talking about. They have to shift their thought.
Yes.
They have to recognize that although mom is ideally supposed to be the closest person to me, even if she says something negative, derogatory, that I get to choose. You've talked a lot about choices. I get to choose how I see myself.
Yes.
You also, with this last question, we talked about money, classes, feeling overwhelmed with all of the things that we have to balance. And you talked about a goal and focus.
Yes.
And so a lot of that is about if my mind goes to a negative place, I shift that focus back to the goal, and that in doing that, then it helps my mood to improve. So really being able to control our thoughts. That's a theme of what I'm hearing you say. And it's easy to get caught or bogged down into negative thoughts, right? I'm not good enough. I'll never, whatever the negative thought is. And so I think wanted to make sure that we were making those connections, but that truly what we think about ourselves
is everything.
Is what sets the tone.
Yeah. What you think about you is the only thing that matters. Because you are the one that is making the choices for your life. So if you don't think you're good enough, there are certain choices you won't make. If you don't think they're good enough, there are certain people you will allow in your life who should never be a part of your life. Right? When you know who you are, there are certain people that they couldn't even take your books and walk you to class. I'm just saying. You understand? So who has a healthy view of themselves? Like who's in love with, who's like, I'm in love with myself? Raise your hand very high. Very good. Okay, so if you did not raise your hand, why don't you feel that way about yourself? Remember, this is a safe space. This is the only way we can heal.
She means that what's said in here, we're going to honor.
Absolutely.
That it stays in here. We're also not going to judge people.
Because nobody can judge anybody. Trust me.
Yeah. And one of the things I usually talk about with safe spaces is we want to take risks. Sometimes we find ourselves wanting to sit back, but if you take a risk, then you can get more out of this experience and more
Yes.
from Jael. I can say that for me, when I was where you all are, I definitely didn't have the best view of myself. I was on the dance team.
Okay.
I was in a sorority. All of the things that were supposed to make me feel good about myself, and those things didn't make me feel great about myself. And it wasn't until it wasn't until I got to my first really difficult challenge.
Okay.
I wanted to go to med school. So I'm Dr. Lundy, but I'm Dr. Lundy because I have my PhD. I initially wanted to get my MD.
Got it.
And my sophomore year at Xavier University, I applied to an early acceptance program for med school, and they had several hundred people apply, and I was one of the finalists. And then of the 6 finalists, they chose 5 people, and I was that 6th person. So talk about feeling rejected. It was one of the times in my life where I was like, wanting something so bad.
Yeah.
And it took that experience for me to say, okay, so what am I attaching my identity to? What am I attaching my purpose to? And I realized I was attaching it to the things and the accomplishments I had, or my titles, right? So I was an AKA. I was on the Gold Star dance team. And those things were what I thought made me. So my self-worth was attached to that. So when an experience happened where I felt myself being at what was rock bottom for me at that point, I had to realize or connect with a greater sense of purpose and a greater sense of identity.
Yes.
So that for me was a way in which I connected to a sense of self-worth. But back to what we said over here about a process, that was the first of many experiences that helped me realize the woman I would ultimately be.
Yeah.
Because it was a later experience where something else
Right.
told me I wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
And I had to pick myself up
That's
again.
right.
So that's my experience. What about others of you?
Yeah. So who's like kind of struggling with? I don't know if I'm loving myself fully right now. Okay. Fabulous. Okay. So we're just gonna go in order. Okay. So we'll start here and we'll go in order. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, you do. Yes. 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 So good. That's right. Exactly. Yes. That's beautiful. So did y'all understand what he said? You have to know that you're enough. Comparison is the thief of joy. You will never be somebody else. Ever. You will never be somebody. You will never be the person on Instagram that's filtered to death. You'll never be them. You will always only be you. So that is why it's important for you to love yourself and know that you are more than enough. Because for the rest of your life is you and you. You can never get away from you, right? Can you ever get away from you? So again, it's a choice. So you make a decision like he said. When I wake up every day, so let's come up with a routine. What do I need to do? I need to wake up and affirm myself in the morning. God, I thank you for this amazing day. I thank you for making me fabulous. I thank you that today my professors are going to have a good lecture and I'm going to be favored. You know, whatever your affirmations are. But you get up in the morning and you command your day. God, I thank you for creating me. I thank you that I'm at Wiley College. I thank you that I have an opportunity that a lot of people don't have. I thank you that I'm going to take advantage for it, and I thank you that you're going to put me in the right place at the right time with the right people to help guide me during this 4 years of my life. I thank you, God, that what I don't know, you're going to send people to help me learn it. You understand? So command your morning. Command your evening. I thank you that this was a great day. Whatever I didn't get right today, I have an opportunity to get it right tomorrow, right? It's a choice. Because you can either do that or you can get up and say, oh, man, dang, we got class today. I can't stand Professor, Johnson, right? Dang, she's so boring. She's monotone. I hate her class. You know what I mean? I can't find nothing to wear. My hair not done. Dang, he didn't text me. She ain't you know what I mean? We're not about to be doing none of that. Because we got to graduate, okay, with honors. We don't have time for that, okay? So let me wait. It's the same way you can get up and say something negative, you can get up and say something positive, and it changes how you feel, my loves, right? When you get up and say, oh, my God, today's going to be a great and amazing day. It's raining. I don't care. The rain is we need the rain because the trees grow with the rain. Like, right, everything can turn to a positive, okay? Okay, who else? Okay, we're going in order. Okay, so you were next, right? Yes. Oh, okay. Yes, you were next. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, got it. So this is a different stage and phase in your life, right? As long as you live, my love, there are going to be different stages, phases, and seasons. We were talking about this at the restaurant. The seasons always change, don't they? In the summer knows, okay, it's about to get hot. In the autumn, right, the leaves know, okay, we're about to change color and fall off because you know what I'm saying? We got to go through this process. So that's a natural part of life. But the leaves don't complain. The leaves aren't like, oh, I'm not good enough. I fell off the tree. It's like, okay, no, this is my season. The season after this, I'm going to bloom again, right? So this may be your autumn, and that's okay. During your autumn, you're being pruned. The leaves are changing, right? You're learning and you're growing. So when y'all help me with the seasons, when the spring comes, right, when it's time for stuff to grow back, you'll be in another season. So again, choice. Even in this season, God, I thank you for getting me through this season. I thank you that I'm learning what I'm supposed to learn. Because where you are right now, everybody in here, where we are is temporary. So this is a temporary place for you. There's something next for you. This is wherever we have to be grateful where we are. So where you are right now, it's a reason you're here. Nothing. Listen, I'm telling you all what I knew. Nothing is wasted. So during this season, be grateful as you're believing God for whatever is next in your life, and you're thinking about it. You're like, okay, what can I do next? Because you'll know. I promise you'll know. It's been plenty of times where I was like, okay, I have no idea what's going to happen next, but I know I'll be okay, and I'm okay, right? So just know that this is a season in your life. This too shall pass, like every season, and enjoy it, okay? Because you're still amazing. You're still the captain. You're just the captain of a different season, okay? Okay, who is next? We're going in order. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. Got it. Actually, that's a part of loving yourself. Because loving yourself is not only saying and affirming yourself with like, oh my God, I'm amazing, I'm extraordinary because you are, but loving yourself is also saying, what can I work on? What can I do better today than I did yesterday? Okay, I might be a little selfish. Let me work on that, right? Because we're always growing and getting better. But I think at every phase, just like I was telling my girlfriend, we were talking about weight loss, right? Even if like I'm at a certain size right now and I desire to be at a different size, okay? So I know I have to be more disciplined in my eating and I have to work out more. However, I'm still loving myself in this suit that I have right now as I'm getting to the next one, right? So even in, and I love that you're saying that, yes, what can I do better? We all have to do that. Can I study more? I can. Can I not be on Instagram and Snapchatting so much? I can. Let me limit my time, right? So that's a beautiful thing. That's a part of self-love is evaluating and being self-aware. So I feel like you're on the right track with that, right?
So I'm hearing patience with Svetlana,
Yeah.
and I'm hearing balance. Being able to recognize that there are things that I'm working on. There are good parts of me, the things that I can accept, but there are also still ways that I want to grow.
Yeah.
So,
And that's beautiful.
we
Okay.
also had your hand, or was there another hand over here? Yep.
Okay.
Safe space.
Mhm. Okay. 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 So, what year is this for you? You are so precious. She says she's stuck. Says she's getting old. She's okay. She's 19. I hear everything you're saying. You're so beautiful. Okay. You're a sophomore, right? So you got 2 more years to go, right? And you want to be a professional dancer? Okay. So do you feel like you're stuck because you're not where you want to be with dance? Okay. Absolutely. Mhm. Okay. Okay, so let's help you get that stress off of you. Okay? You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Say that. Say I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. If you were supposed to be somewhere different, don't you think you would be there? Like think about it. If you were okay, so I have this quote on my Instagram page that says me. I was supposed to what is I think it says something like me. I was supposed to be married with a child by now. God, no you weren't. Period. You you're like I was supposed to God is like no you weren't. You are exactly where you are supposed to be, my love. I promise you that because if you weren't you would be somewhere different. Okay? Number 1. Number 2, you're doing what a lot of us do. We create and make up. You made up I listened to you make up a whole scenario. Did y'all hear her making up stuff about dance and age? None of that. Does any of that exist? She did y'all heard her making up stuff about her future and okay. So we all do it. Don't worry about it. You're making stuff up and you're getting emotional about something that does not exist. Who says you're too old to dance? Who? You just made that up. And you're getting stressed out about something that you're making up. You have plenty of time. Your life is going to turn out, listen to what exactly the way it's supposed to. You stay focused and do what you're supposed to do. You're here to graduate, right? And you're pursuing dance at the same time. Do that. Don't worry about things that don't exist. Okay? You're where you're supposed to be. If you want to dance and that's the will for you, remember I said I wanted to be an attorney. Is anything I'm doing remotely close to an attorney except when I play one as an actress? But my life is beautiful. You hear me? I have done things and gone places above and beyond what I ever dreamed or imagined. If I had been stuck in saying, oh, I should have been an attorney, I made that up. That's what I thought I should do, but I needed to think that to get me to where I am now. So sometimes we think certain things that lead us to where we need to be. You're gonna always land on your feet. Look at you, you're still here. Do you know how many young girls would have given up or said, I'm too old, I'm supposed to be a senior, I'm a sophomore? Pride, which comes before destruction. Do you know that a lot of people would not go back to college because they think they're too old? It's crazy. When I look at y'all, I don't know how old anybody is. You look like you're 18 to me. Do you understand? So we create stuff. Don't create that. You're exactly where you're supposed. I'm excited. I am excited about your life. Like I'm prophetic, right? Your life is going to be so beautiful. This is a drop in the bucket. You feel me? I am so proud of you for continuing on. You are a badass queen. Excuse my language. I'm for real. Right, y'all? How many people give up and won't go back to school? I'm so proud of you. So be proud of yourself. And just now you know you've learned something, right? From your mistakes, right? And now you can teach other young ladies and tell them, don't do what I did. It's not about you. It's about who your life is going to touch. Does that help you? You sure? You're exactly where you're supposed to be, I promise you. Okay? Yes, okay. I think she was next. Okay, yes. My friend in the gray. Did you look at your shirt? Okay. Okay. So give me an example of a situation, the situation that you're saying, the way you reacted to it. Is it? Yes. Give me a situation. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So you don't like how you responded to that? Got it. And it's like rage. Okay. I'm gonna help you with that. So let me go back. I'm gonna take you back to when you talked about the boyfriend thing. Okay. Let me help. I'm just gonna help all y'all real quick. Okay, with your whole life. All right. I'm gonna help you with your entire life right now in this moment. Are y'all listening to me? So I've lived a little bit longer than you, right? So I kind of know what I'm talking about, right? Listen to what I'm saying to you. Anybody you enter into a relationship with that's not the divine selection, it's inevitable that the relationship will end, period. Do you hear? Anybody you enter into a relationship with, if they are not the divine selection for your life, the person you're going to ultimately end up with, if that's your decision, if that's something you want to do, is the relationship going to end? Okay, so let me give you an example just in case you don't understand what I'm saying. When I was in high school, I dated What was his name? Oh, Lord. See, that's a shame.
But that also speaks to the fact that at this point it doesn't.
It don't even
impact you.
matter. Who can? Hello. Y'all don't care about none of the boys y'all liked or girls y'all liked when y'all was in high school, even last year or even last semester. Because people are temporary. People come in our lives to teach us and to learn. I wasn't going to marry whatever his name was in high school. I was not going to marry him, right? He was not my divine selection for my life. Let's say the divine selection for my life is Gabriel. Okay, right? So I'm in at Wiley College, okay, and I'm dating Sean. Who's the divine selection for my life? Gabriel. So everybody that I date from Sean until Gabriel, what has to happen? What has to happen? It's inevitable that the relationship is going to end, right? If you are dating, everybody that's grown can tell you this, because we done dated a whole bunch of people. If you are dating somebody and they are not the person that's going to be the person you end up spending the rest of your life with, if that's what you want to do, does the relationship have to end? So maybe we need to talk about how to break up. Because where's the boy that you got angry about in high school? Where is he? Do you know? Okay, so do y'all understand? Because we're working on her anger. We're going to get to the anger because all of us have had anger and rage. But that she fought somebody, and we're not picking on you. This is the story, right? Over somebody, she don't even know where he is. He in Houston, right? It was temporary. Yes, ma'am. Got it. So we'll talk about friendships. Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. So y'all, but we got that part clear about, if you're with somebody and it's not the one, it's going to end, right? Y'all good on that? Just know that. So now you're going to enter into a relationship saying, okay, what is this person supposed to teach me? What am I supposed to learn from them? And then you won't be getting all caught up in people who are temporary. Okay, I hope that helped you. So friendships. Again, the girls I had my freshman year in college, what did I tell you? Sophomore year, I don't know where they were. I don't know. Friendships, just because somebody's your friend in that season doesn't mean they're going to be your friend the rest of your life. You got to be okay. Y'all got to be okay with seasons changing. You got to be okay with transition. It's inevitable, right? You have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with things switching up in life because the switch up is going to happen, but be okay with it, right? Friendships are not going to always last. And guess what? I promise you it's okay. It's 1 billion people on the planet. You'll meet other friends, right? Okay? And then the anger, and then we get to you, and then the anger thing. I used to have a lot of anger too and rage. Like if somebody disrespected me, oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. I know. But you know what? You have to, in those moments, and I'm not an anger, I don't do anger management classes, so that's not my expertise. You do them? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so you didn't align with that class, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're not. Got it. But not that particular class. Listen, I overstand. But that's good that you do that because I'm sure you maybe have gotten something from it. But I know we need to stop and breathe. I know for me, I have to stop and breathe when that's happening because you snap, and it's not healthy. And I think a part of you loving yourself is like, I love myself so much more than the consequences that can come from me going off on you. Right? It always goes back to you loving yourself and making choices that are best for you. Because nobody's worth me sitting up in jail. Jail is disgusting. Nobody's worth it. Right? So if y'all are getting angry, start thinking about how much you love yourself. I love myself too much for you to get, no. Right? Calm down, Jael. They're not worth it. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love that. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. That is self-love. That is loving yourself. Not loving yourself is in being in denial and not getting any help. I'm proud of you, sister. You do. And be self-aware. Okay, this is a problem. Let me seek someone who was an expert in this because I'm not, right? I love that you're doing that. I'm so proud of you. Yes. And then you, okay? Yes. Okay. So first of all, you're extremely beautiful. Know that. Obviously, you're intelligent. You're here. What year is this for you? I'm so proud of you. That's something to love. That's awesome. That is amazing. So many people they leave freshman year. They don't ever make it to be a junior. Love that about yourself. Be proud of yourself with that. So you start what I did is I started doing what he said. I started affirming myself, right? Okay. So you know how when you listen to certain songs, you feel a certain way? Because I can literally play y'all 3 different songs, and y'all whole mood's going to change based on those 3 songs, right? So it's mental, right? So start listening to things that build you up. Start listening to positive. Like in the morning, I go on YouTube, and I listen to a lady named Abraham Hicks. That's what I listen to. So what I did to start really falling in love with myself is I started planting seeds in my mind of greatness. I started listening to motivational speakers, right? Even though I do this for a living, but I'm talking about like when I was your age. I started listening to beautiful words. I started listening to songs that make me feel good. I started, like, if I was dating somebody and it wasn't working, I would listen to empowerment songs, right? So start doing things to build yourself up. When you have a routine, like literally when you get up in the morning, start saying, I love myself. Start writing down things that you could be proud of yourself about. I've made it to my junior year. I'm proud of myself. I love that about myself, right? Tell me some things about you that you're proud of. Yes. Girl. What do you think you should work on? What's like the main thing? Okay. 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 So definitely how you were saying I'm proud of myself about these things, you need to start reminding yourself of the things that you're proud of yourself about because those are reasons to love yourself. I don't know because you're not telling me the things. I don't know if are you comparing yourself to other people? Okay, you don't do that. When you look at yourself, do you know that you're beautiful? You know that. Oh, a little bit. You're stunning. Do you compare yourself to other dancers and feel like, oh, I should be dancing like that? No, is that? But you don't compare. Okay. So what is it?
It sounds like I hear you saying, although you were able to list these things that you're proud of yourself for, you tend to focus more on the things that you're not proud of yourself for. So, yeah. So you're focusing. So whatever it is, you tend to just be focused on those negative things. What I hear Jael saying is that by doing those affirmations in the morning, by listening to motivational speakers, what you're doing is you're spending more time focused on the positive and less time focused on the negative, such that those negative things have less of an impact on you. So it may be whatever negative thing you think. If you were taking more time, if in the first time I realized the power of what she's saying, I paid attention to what the first thought was when I woke up in the morning. And I want everybody to do this.
Yes.
When you wake up in the morning, I want you to think about I want you to pay attention to what's your very first thought. And I realized my first thought some days was, I need more sleep. Or my first thought was, oh man, I forgot to do fill in the blank. It was some negative thing. And so what I began to practice is, if I had that negative thought, if that was the first thing, I would shift it to, oh, wow, the sun is shining in my room.
Yes.
Or I would look for that. So then I started to try to make sure that the first parts of my day were spent on focusing, reshifting my focus to the things that are positive, and I found that I felt better.
Yes.
So it wasn't necessarily that those negative things weren't there anymore. I just wasn't focused on them.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Does that help you? Okay, because you have so much to be grateful for. And maybe you should start a gratitude journal. Maybe at night for you, so you can go to sleep with that positive mindset. Maybe for you at night, write down, like, I'm just saying, 3 or 5 things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful, you know what I mean? And
are you all hearing the strategies? I want you to take away. So what's one strategy that we've heard her say? Gratitude journal. What's another one? She said at least 4 or 5. Affirmations. They are so powerful. What's another
what else?
one?
Yes.
Different music.
Yes.
What we listen to.
Positive.
Yep.
Podcasts. Go on YouTube. Listen to motivational speakers.
Yep. That's another
right?
one.
It's just, those are things you have to do. The same way you did things and form negative habits, now you got to start doing things to form positive habits. Okay? Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay. Yep. So what should the strong friend do? So I'm the strong friend. Guess what this strong friend does? This strong friend goes to therapy. This strong friend has a life coach. This strong friend affirms herself daily. This strong friend reads books. I can't pour into you if I'm empty. This strong friend takes care of her mental health. This strong friend works out. This strong friend speaks highly of herself. This strong friend is named Jael the Great, and she didn't ask permission to be called that. You feel me? So the strong friend still has to do the things that she's telling other people to do. If you don't feel like you want to talk to the friends who you are the rock for, then you find a life coach, you find a counselor, you find a therapist, you find somebody that you can talk to, because a strong friend has to take care of herself. I did a video of that on my Instagram. My Instagram is popping, so y'all need to follow me. It's at Jael the Great. I promise you, your whole life will change. Like, for real. Every morning, if you go on my page, your whole life would be like, okay, I'm good.
You all know how, like, when you see someone on Instagram and you follow them and you wonder, are they really like that in real life? So I spent some time with her this afternoon, and, like, literally, she is, I am great. I like really, you can tell that she believes that, but not in a cocky way, right? Like, it's in a way that says, deep down in my soul, I know what my worth is. And I hope that you are hearing that you all have permission to do that.
Yes, you do. Do you know that? Did I ask anybody, and did I say, can I call myself Jael the Great? Right? Y'all don't need anybody's permission to be everything you've been called and created to be. You have a right to be fierce. You have a right to be confident. You have a right to love yourself. You have a right to be the best thing walking. Let me tell you what I know for sure. People treat you according to how you see yourself. Y'all hear me? People treat you according to how you see yourself. I am Jael the Great. I'm treated like royalty everywhere I go. I won't even accept anything less than that. I have a right to do that. Do you know that you have a right to do that? You have a right to decide how you want to be treated in a relationship. Period. You have a right to decide how other people treat you. How that you will not talk to me any kind of way. I'm only 5'2". I'm tiny. You would not talk to me any kind of way. I don't care who you are. You would not disrespect me. No, ma'am, and no, sir. That's my right. It's your right. Do you understand? I don't care who it is. Like my sister said, don't you ever be intimidated by anybody. Ever. I don't care what they have, what they drive. It doesn't mean that they're happy. Don't you ever be intimidated by anybody. You better love yourself fiercely. You have a right to do that. It's an insult to God if you don't, who created you with a purpose and a destiny. You better love yourself. Think highly of yourself. Why would you not? You're God's daughter. You're royalty. You're God's sons. You are kings and queens, right? So why would you not let your light shine? Why would you not walk with your head high? Like, why would you not do, in my mind, I don't even know how to live any other way but that. And you have a right, it's a choice. It's literally a choice. Do y'all understand it's a choice? Okay, are you raising your hand? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes. Okay. Things like what? What did she say? Okay. 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 So first of all, you are not what you went through. Period. I'm not. Were you in here when I said I was a single mother in college? Did that define me? Did abuse define me? I didn't allow any of that to define me. Anything that because everybody's gone through who's been through something traumatic in here? You look at the hand, sister. My love, you are not alone. Everybody in this room, okay? So we've all gone through something traumatic at different levels, right? But the difference is, some of us make a choice not to allow that to define us because we know that's not who we are. And hurt people. Just like whole people heal people, I'm whole, so I heal, right? Broke people break people. So what you have to do is say, you know what? That had nothing to do with me. They only did what they knew to do based on whatever was going on in their life. And hurt people, right? Yes, I was hurt. Yes, somebody said things to try and damage me. Yes, I was a single mother. Yes, somebody cheated on me. Yes, somebody molested me. Yes, somebody raped me, but that's not who I am. And they don't have that much power over me for my life not to be what it's supposed to be because somebody broke and tried to break me. You choose not to let that break you. You choose to believe what I'm telling you. And I'm telling you that you're great. And you're beautiful. And your personality is amazing. You're strong. That strength in you, God is going to use that for your purpose. You had to go through what you went through. I'm a Pisces, so I might cry. I'm sensitive. Everything that we go through, none of it's wasted. I don't care what has happened to you. I need you. What's your name? Taylor. To make a decision today during World Mental Health Day. To say, I don't care what I went through. That's the past. I cannot change it. But today, it's a new Taylor. Right? Today, I'm choosing to believe that Jael the Great told me I'm amazing. And that Jael the Great said, what I went through does not define me. And she shed a tear because she's a Pisces and she's sensitive. Okay? You got this. I promise you. All you have to do is say, I will not allow anything that happened to me to stop me from being great, Taylor. I promise you it's a choice. Because I could have made different choices based on things that happened to me. But I was like, nope. Nope. I got greatness inside of me. I'm going to be great. I don't care. Yep, that happened. So that's not who I am. Yes, I did it. I sure did. Just in case I run for president of the United States one day, I did it. I sure did. I did a whole bunch of stuff. right? But it wasn't who I am. It was choices I made at the time. But I'm choosing to be great, Taylor, right? So today, Taylor has chosen to be great, and I'm so proud of you. And I look forward to, in 10 years, seeing you somewhere, and I'm like, oh, my God, this baby is a grown queen that's like ruling the world. It's a done deal. Look in the mirror and say it's a done deal every day, Taylor, okay? It's a done deal. You got this, okay? Right? Today is your new birth. It's a new day. It's a new birthing. It's brand new. This is your new birthday, okay? Okay, is there anybody
We had
else?
another hand here, and I think
Are we almost out of time? Okay.
we will we'll take 2 more questions, and then we'll have our next performance, and we'll transition out.
Awesome. Okay, so who didn't go? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Wow. Okay. Yes. Yes. That's right. Oh. Yes. Oh. It doesn't. I love it. I'm so proud of you. Yes, I'm so proud of you, Pisces sister. Yes. Okay, we had one more. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Oh, you paint? Oh, I love it. Like therapeutic. Just yes. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So when you say you've been rejected by your family, what does that look like to you? Okay. Like they're not supportive of you? Okay. So are they supporting your college journey? Since you were what? Okay. So listen to what you're saying. Please listen to what you're saying. You have been on your own since you were 14. What year is this for you at Wiley College? Okay. You're amazing. Do you know that? You know how many people did not make it past 14 because they were on their own? They're not here anymore. They didn't make it. You are here. I am so proud of you. Do you know that? I just want you to know that. You too, like the young lady behind you, you got to start focusing. You are amazing. You got to start focusing on how dope you are. Like, right, please, y'all. I don't even know what I would do if I was on my own since I was 14. First of all, you got to focus on how that is not a small feat. That's a big deal. So first of all, you have to do like we told the queen behind you. Tell me some things about yourself that you're proud of. Yes. Like you're here. And I know it's more things that you could tell me, but you're here, right? So I would suggest for you, please start focusing on the beauty in your life. Because just like she was saying, how the queen behind you might be focusing more on the negative. So if we focus more on the negative, we're going to feel like that. But if you start, I don't care if your only affirmation every day is, I've been on my own since I was 14, I'm still here. If you got to write that over and over just for now until you can start building upon that, that's enough. You are here. Like, do you understand? I mean, I can't even imagine. You are here, my love. You're going to graduate when it's time for you to graduate. You understand? There's no time limit. Y'all stop. Don't do that. Take that off of yourselves. Time is an illusion. Things happen when they're supposed to. You don't have to graduate in 4 years. Y'all know that, right? You don't have to do anything at a specific time. Let your life flow organically, okay? So start thinking about the things that you have to be grateful for. You are beautiful. You shine. You have a light that's undeniable in spite of you being on your own since you were 14. Write that down. Jael the Great said, I have a light that shines that's undeniable. Start writing down positive things about yourself. And family, listen, again, like I was telling somebody, I know we think things are supposed to go a certain way, but sometimes people just get together to get us here. Right, y'all? Listen, some people don't have the capacity to raise you or to love you or to mother you, but God sends other people to be your family. I'm your sister, right? I got you. Anything you need from me, I'll give you my number. We're sisters now. You understand? I'm your surrogate mother. I'm just saying, whatever you need me to be. Because we almost the same age, so I'm too old to be. I'm not old enough to be your mama. I'm just playing. But you understand what I'm saying? So God will send people in your life to be your family. Family doesn't always mean blood, does it, y'all? Right? It just doesn't. And I know society makes us think that way when we watch movies, that it's supposed to be the mom, the dad, the white picket fence. That's not true. It's not always going to be like that, and that's okay. The cards that I've been dealt, I'm going to make them great. I'm going to make the cards that I've been dealt great. It may not look like her life, but the life I have, I'm going to make the best of it. So that's what you have to do. Nothing is wasted. What you went through, which I don't know, but I promise you it wasn't just because God was like, oh, she's just going to go. No. You have a great testimony. You're going to be a healer and help so many people because you made it. So be happy about that. What I want you to start doing is start picturing your future. I need you to start. You have to do that because I do that, and I manifest everything. Like, I've been to Africa, y'all. I've been all over the world because I just, say it, right? And I think about it, and it happens. So for you, I need you to, that's what you need to do. You need to start thinking about, okay, I'll be graduating soon. Oh, my God, my life, I'm going to buy my dream, whatever. I'm just saying, I'm going to buy my dream car. Oh, my God, I'm excited Wednesday. I'm going to have a beautiful family. I'm going to be the best mother ever. You understand? I need you to start living there. I'm not saying don't enjoy the moment, don't enjoy now. Y'all know that. But I need you to start doing that. It's a visualization exercise. Start seeing how fabulous your life is. Start seeing yourself in the type of shoes you want to wear. Start seeing yourself in the type of clothes. That's what I need you to do, right? That's your exercise. And that's going to help you keep going. Because it's going to manifest. Because you're putting it before you. The same way we used to, because we don't do it anymore. The same way we used to manifest negative things because we were thinking about negative things. We're switching that up, and we're going to start manifesting positive things. Okay? So that's my assignment for you. And I'm going to get your information because I'm your sister now. Okay? Because I'm so proud of you. Smile. Thank you. just gonna let us know time. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. Yep. Okay. Oh, you're from New Jersey. Okay. Bless you. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 How did you get through that? Cause you're here, baby. Okay. How many years later? How old are you now? 19. Okay. You're here. Do you understand that? You are here. You are here. Thrash thrown at you. So nothing is gonna stop you. Nothing is gonna stop you, King. But you're here. Think about it. You could have been taken out before you got to that point, right? You could have taken yourself out before you got to that point. But you're here. And you're at that point and you're brilliant. It's like you're a brilliant soul. God has an amazing plan for your life. If those things would have happened to you if he didn't. Because that's building your resilience. All of us get built up a different way. Right? Sometimes it's just that way. But it has built you, hasn't it? Because you are forced to be reckoned with. I can tell. You are, listen, you a bad boy. Don't get in his way. Right? I'm so proud of you. You are a force to be reckoned with. Like presidential. I'm for real. In spite of what we went through does not define us, right? I define me. I say who I am. You don't get to tell me who I am. I say who I am. Don't take it personally. Well, your mom is only doing what she knew to do. You don't know what was going on in her mind. I need everybody in here to listen to the audiobook, The 4 Agreements. Please, that's your assignment for me. If you don't do nothing else, it's free. It's on YouTube.
The 4 agreements. The 4 agreements.
Go on YouTube and y'all start when you wake up in the morning as you're getting dressed for class, hit play on YouTube because again, one of the agreements is don't take anything personally. You don't know what your mom was going through. You don't know the person you don't know, y'all. We only see this much of a story. Right? You don't know what honey, if you sit down and have a good talk with your mom one day and she tells you for real, you'll be like, my God, Mom, I didn't know. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm saying you will be like, I'm sorry for you what you went through, Mom. Because no mother with a healthy mindset will do that. You got to know that. So that means something was going on with Mom. Okay. It's for you, baby. Yes. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Your life is perfect, baby. Yes. Okay. Oh, I think I don't know, but you. Okay. Yes. I'm so proud of you. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you for sharing. I'm so proud of you. Like for real. Like for real, for real. You're extraordinary.
This has been good. Yeah.
I'm
Can
so
we
glad
give
y'all
Jael the
came.
Great a hand? Tonight's conversation has been, it was titled Healing Conversations, and it's been my hope that you learned something that you didn't know. You got some resources. You found community. One of the things that happens when people become depressed is they feel alone. If nothing else tonight, you know that you're not alone in the things you've been experiencing, and you got a new sister who is your advocate. And you're gonna follow her on social media, all things Jael the
Everything
Great.
at Jael the Great. Jael the Great.
We we know that today on World Mental Health Day, this has been the start of a conversation. As a community, we want to continue these conversations. As faculty, staff, administrators, those who are here, I want you to see that your faculty and staff, they came tonight. And many of them, you know, their homes are far away.
Thank you for coming.
What we hope that message sends to you is that Wiley cares. We love you. We want you to be okay. And we want you to know that you are okay. You're not broken. So on this day and the next 21 days, we have a challenge. We are doing a new thing. It's called I Tried a New Thing Today. It's our social media challenge. We want you to try one new thing for the next 21 days to build a habit. Maybe tonight the new thing was talking in front of a group of people about me feeling insecure about some things or taking a risk, being vulnerable. So you all have done your new thing for today, but we want to continue it because we want this healing to not just impact the people in this space, but people all across Wiley College and then colleges across the nation. Thank you for coming. We have a closing piece that you're going to share now. You are welcome to use this mic or that mic. Yeah. And as you reflect and listen to this piece, and as you reflect on this entire day, this World Mental Health Day, know that, again, you are loved and we appreciate you, and that if you are ever in need, there are resources here and across the nation. Jael is committed to, she's supporting you as well. Thank you, and after you listen to this, make sure you swipe out. You want to get credit for having been here. Thank you for coming, and good night.
Okay. Hi, Shabar. On a serious note, I heard all of your. I'm not even gonna cap. I came in late. And but all of y'all's experiences and y'all's troubles and how y'all got through them, they made y'all and they built y'all. Another serious note: if you find flowers on the floor, that was my son, and I'm so sorry. So let me just get it, because one of my inspirations is my son. One of the reasons that I got through a lot of the things that I went through. Not gonna go into detail about it, but here we go, short and sweet. Darkness comes fast. Shadows have a tendency to overtake light. My mind is kind of that way, constantly battling the shoulds, woulds, want tos, and have tos, but through it all, I have hope. Hope in the eyes of my sons, fresh, beautiful, sweet, and new. I see strength in the resilience of his new spirit. He makes me want to do better. And so, through my downs, though some days I gasp for air in a pool of darkness, when I look at him and see his face, I float. And y'all should float too.
Yes, let's float. I love it.
So we
Thank
do have, Jasmine, can you go get that? So we have a little something that we want to give you, Jael, to say thank you for traveling all this way. It's a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
And after this small token, are you open to people kind of chatting with you
Oh,
afterwards?
absolutely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
So from Wiley College, all of us here, we love you and we say thanks.
Oh, I love you all more. Thank you, Wiley.
Okay.
I love it.
Go forth inspired.